right, today we are going to do some stylistic imitation practice to help prepare us for our unit assessment, which will be a stylistic imitation of Husseini's writing. To follow along, please open up the stylistic imitation practice document in Google Classroom and have both tabs open as you'll be going back and forth between the two. So let's start with doing some free writing. In the document that you've just opened, I'd like you to spend the next 5 minutes free writing about the following topic. Describe a time somebody wronged you. Think about what was the situation, what did this person or people do, and how did it make you feel? It doesn't need to be a huge, lofty offense. It could be something as simple as a time somebody cut you in line at the grocery store, or a time a sibling stole your favorite toy. Or it could be a bigger, more major offense that occurred. But either way, think about a time that somebody did something to you in some capacity, and spend the next 5 minutes just free writing about it using those bullet points. Write the situation like a story, so be sure to include the beginning, middle, and end. I'll set the timer to help you pace yourself. Okay, you'll want to wrap up your paragraph. And now I'd like you to reconsider the situation from the offender's point of view. So the stylistic imitation that we'll do for A Thousand Splendid Suns will ask you to tackle another character's point of view. So we'll use this opportunity to practice using the same story but considering it from a different person's point of view. So spend the next 5 minutes doing the same thing, describing the same occurrence, the same event, but this time I'd like you to convey it from the offender's point of view. So again, what was the situation? What did this person or people do? How did it make him, her, or them feel? So write it from their point of view, but with the exact same story elements in place. Okay, so I'll put another 5 minutes on the clock and use the second box in the document to craft the story from the alternate point of view. Okay, go ahead and stop your second paragraph, wrap up the sentence that you're on. And I'd like you to kind of be reflective about that experience. What is it like to write from another person's point of view? So think about kind of the rules or the guidelines to follow when writing a story from a different point of view. And I'd like you to enter into the question here, how do you make this kind of writing effective? So think of maybe like a rule or a guideline or two that would kind of guide us as we attempt to write stories from an alternate point of view. How do you make sure that this kind of writing comes across well? All right, let's move on to the stylistic imitation portion. Again, you'll be asked to imitate Hosseini's writing when we tackle this unit assessment, so we want to start to experiment with this a bit. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll practice some different stylistic elements that Hosseini uses, and we're going to come back to this dual point of view paragraph that we wrote to insert some of these imitated elements. So today we're going to focus on imagery or sensory language, something that Hosseini definitely uses throughout his novel. So let's go back to chapter 1 and consider this passage. When Nana saw the bowl, her face flushed red and her upper lip shivered, and her eyes, both the lazy one and the good, settled on Mariam in a flat, unblinking way. Nana grabbed Mariam by the wrist, pulled her close, and through gritted teeth said, "You are a clumsy little harami." So in the question here in Edpuzzle, I want you to respond, how does Hosseini's writing appeal to the reader's senses? So where do we see imagery and sensory language being used in his writing? Great, so now your task is to try to imitate his style into your paragraph. So go back into the second paragraph, the second point of view, and I want you to experiment with Hosseini's style and kind of insert it into your own writing. Try to include a couple sentences of imagery or sensory language imitation to kind of enhance your second paragraph to make it look a little bit like Hosseini's writing. So pick a couple of the features of this paragraph here. And then when you're done, I'd like you to turn that imitation green, so just a sentence or two of sensory language imitation in green. And then I'd also like you to pick your best sentence or two of imitation and insert it here into the Edpuzzle so we can consider it as a class. Okay? So take some time to do some sentence or sentences imitation. And then when you're done, turn it green and insert your best couple sentences into the Edpuzzle.